has to say, I'm going to take control of this and I'm going to fix it.
The agency has asked for increased funding each year, but told us how it spends the money is a question for Congress. So we asked Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen.
Yes, Congress should look at this.
He says the benefits of getting shots still far outweigh the risks, but this is definitely something federal agencies should be tracking.
We need to collect the data because you can't make informed decisions if you don't have the information to start with.
Especially since the program has paid SERVA patients more than $76 million while doing little to fight the problem.
If you don't inform the people who are doing it wrong, they're not going to learn to do it right.
Anne got paid for her pain and suffering, medical costs, and loss of wages, but she says no amount of money is worth what she went through.
I spent over 18 months in excruciating pain. You can't get that back.
The agency that oversees this program directed us to the CDC for what's being done to combat SERVA. Now, when we first asked the CDC in January, the agency told us there were no comprehensive studies, but it did have an education campaign on the correct way to give shots. Now it says the agencies will work together to review the SERVA claims in the Vaccine Injury Compensation Program, which they're hoping to complete by the end of next year.
Wow. That sounds like a lot of bureaucracy when it seems like the easiest, the path of least resistance is just to go back to the person who administered the shot incorrectly and say, you're doing this wrong. Why is that so hard to do?
Well, we specifically asked why they don't do that, and the agency said a confidentiality provision in the program prohibits telling the shot giver about the SERVA case because they are protected from liability and they aren't a party to the lawsuit. So each SERVA victim would actually have to sign a consent waiver in order to allow the agency to go back and tell the shot giver that there was an injury.
And it seems
that
simple.
Seems ridiculous.
You know,
they have the information. They're just not using it to help the people get better trained on how to give shots.
Why don't they just quietly say, you know, we're going to make sure you're giving shots correctly and not tell them, oh my gosh.
And how hard is it, honestly, to give a shot? We've all had hundreds
I
in
could
our
give
lifetime.
it. They go here.
There are some very specific things, the meaty part of the arm, not too high, not too close to the shoulder. Another thing we learned is you're supposed to be at the same level. So the person shouldn't be standing over you. You should either be both sitting or both standing.
Okay.
Wow,
boy, that's
great report. Yes, it is. Thanks, Jody.
All right, we want to turn to the weather now, and not to make light of it, but Doug's got a very tender shoulder because he's been in training for tomorrow's big day.
That's right, baby. Throwing out the first pitch tomorrow at the Nationals game. I hope you can make it. It's a 105 game. It's going to be hot out there for that game for sure. Temperatures tomorrow expected to get to 90 degrees again after hitting 90 today. Take a look outside right now. It is blue sky, but yeah, that's sunshine. Pounding on us today. We've definitely are on the hot side for sure. Pretty nice shot, though, down towards National Harbor. But look at this. Look at these highs. Record today. D.C., 91. The old record was 89. 88, Dulles ties the old record. 90 today at BWI. That old record was 88. So we set records at all three airports today. 91 degrees. Wow, that's just incredible. Well above that 89-degree old record. Now, as far as the temperature now, 90 degrees. Temperatures dropping through the 80s down to about 75 degrees by around 11 o'clock tonight. So a very nice night, especially right after about 8, 9 o'clock. That's when it really starts to get nice this time of year with this very warm temperature. 88 still the temperature in Gaithersburg, 90 in Leesburg, 90 in Fort Belvoir, and 88 over towards Camp Springs. Nothing on the radar. Radar is dry. And as we look towards tomorrow, we go to 90 again. We're seeing near record highs once again. The record high tomorrow is 91. So could we get there? Yeah, if we did it today, we'd get there tomorrow. High clouds, though, coming in late. That's something we're going to be tracking. Now, the next 2 days are hot. Then we go to the weekend. We're going to be tracking the weekend. Right now, it's been very dry over the last couple of days. And the heat, that has a big thing to do with gardening out there, Amelia.
Yeah, so you always want to check your plants, especially if you've just planted them, to make sure that the soil is wet. Going to have to water them over these next few days, but likely not over the weekend. I'll have more on the weekend in just a moment. But here's your gardening forecast for tomorrow. It's already mild out there during the morning hours, 68 degrees at 7 a.m. By lunchtime, it's hot with temperatures in the mid-80s. A bit breezy, though, at least for the second half of our Thursday tomorrow. So it's just not going to be hot, stale air. It will be moving around a little bit, and a temperature of 90 degrees at 5 p.m. and that's going to be our high. The record high tomorrow, 91. Now, the experts at Merrifield Garden Center tell us to plant perennials for years of enjoyment. Columbine, dianthus, and iris are all blooming now. I love iris. As we look to this weekend, unfortunately, guys, the forecast not looking all that great. Showers are likely on Saturday, maybe some more showers out there on Sunday.